I'm not afraid of legacy. But you're a battle house on the hill. Why should I be afraid of a dumb old house? Because Amos Pike lives there.
Howdy, howdy. Welcome to Wild Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Keith, David, Susanna. Y'all doing all right today?
Hey, Andrew. Hey.
It is hot.
The next time you break your truck, park it on the side over there by your car. Kill grass, yes.
You here, David?
Thank you. I ain't
I
saying
hear
you
you.
gotta jump and do it. I'm just saying the next time you do break it. I know.
So I've got my laptop open and I got my phone going. Hey, Hoot, how you doing, hon? Yeah, we'll definitely see why the title is Wild Wednesday. I went live at 7, so we have a little more time today. You was going to lurk today for the first time, but then you saw Keith Puppy. By the way, hello to all the lurkers. Everyone's welcome. Y'all know my rules. Y'all have freedom of speech as long as you don't disrespect anybody. I seriously think I'm lagging. Feeling lazy today. I understand that. I completely understand that. Freedom of speech, right? Freedom in the peach pit. Hey, Tiger. You on the way to work, hon? Freedom to stomp in the peach pit, and you said it right as I was typing. Right, David? I hear you, Tiger. I hear you. I'll be working my hours for the week, which I don't really work, but you know, Friday. I don't know if y'all been watching YouTube today. All right, Keith, take your time. We'll be here. But there's a lot of news coming out. Oh, wow, David. Stars, if you lurking, I love you, sister. You was watching people make food today. I can't watch that because I will eat and eat and eat and eat. Food Network is my worst enemy. I get fat if I watch it. And hell, I'm fat enough. Especially Cupcake Wars. Yeah. I have a sweet tooth like you wouldn't believe. Got a weird text from a Hotmail address claiming they're David. Sounds to me like you need to go in and change all your passwords and all. Getting you ideas for more food to cook. Heck yeah. I know I wanted to go eat with Tucker today. She had a good supper. In which we had a good supper. We had pasta with spaghetti sauce and ranch. David stalking himself, right? David, you're more interesting than you think. So today we are going to discuss what's going on with the weather around the world, particularly paying attention to what's going on in the United States. Guys, it's not good. Not at all. We currently have 48 volcanoes erupting. So, let's jump into it, shall we? All right. You got the one in Iceland, Cursive Traladinga, however you say that. Right, Susanna. Loto, which is in Japan. Ibeco, which is in Russia. Ambe in Vanuatu. Kivachi, which is in the Solomon Islands, which, if I'm not mistaken, it started in 2021. Kilauea, which is always erupting. Welcome back, Keith. Kilauea, which is in the United States, we all know. Pavlov, which is in the United States. Rincon de la Villa, which is in Costa Rica. Great Sitkin, which is in the U.S. Krakatoa, which we all know is a very dangerous one. It is in Indonesia. Merapi, which is in Indonesia. San Cristobal, which is in Nicaragua. Liotolok, Indonesia. Karimiska, which is in Russia. Sangay, which is in Ecuador. I lost my place. Oh, Tinacola, Solomon Islands, Krungachang, which is in Indonesia. There's a lot in Indonesia. Niamalegra, which is in the Congo. Cadaver, which is in Papua New Guinea. Odino, Lunge, Tanzania. Aira, Japan. Sabansaya, Peru. Nevados de Chile, Chile. Languila, Papua New Guinea. And guys, that's just that's just a few. Hey Willow, how are you, hon? Good to see you. So, and all those are continuing. And that's not to mention ones from 2015, 2014, 2008 that are still continuing as of August the 12th this year. There's a lot of them. And you know how that goes. I don't know if y'all have had it this year or not, but usually Southeast Georgia runs around 100 degrees Fahrenheit throughout the summer. Guys, we barely had out of the 90s, higher than the 90s this year. I mean, yeah, y'all hear me talk about, how hot it is down here, in which right now it's 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Go figure. And the dog days of summer, it's definitely like 99, 100 degrees. So, I'm not saying I agree with the whole global warming thing. Personally, I think it's a cycle that, the earth goes through ever so many years. What do y'all think about the volcanoes? Keith said 81 now. I believe it. And you north. Not extremely north, but you think it's Nancy's pimples popping. Very well could be. We are cooling down, not warming up. Exactly, Tiger. Exactly. Where's all the hurricanes this year? They coming, Keith. We'll touch on that too. I was talking to Stars earlier, and there is one predicted to hit Alabama and Mississippi and go all the way up through Ohio. We missed you too, Willow Bug, but we understand you've been busy. Orlando keeps getting many tropical storms. Yeah. Well, it's supposed to start raining here tomorrow and go all the way through next Tuesday. She wasn't feeling good earlier, Keith. So y'all say a little prayer for her. Because she surely needs it. We all love Stars. She's hanging out by the moon. But next topic is the Euphrates River. Guys, in the book of Revelations, and y'all know I don't bring up the Bible too much, or I try not to, but in Revelations, it talks about the river Euphrates, drying up. And guess what the Euphrates is doing, as well as the Tigris? They're drying up. I hope it's not too, Keith. She needs a snow cone with stars on it. She'd love that, Susanna. But, yeah. Okay, why is the river Euphrates drying up? For years, the construction of dams upstream of Turkey, Syria, and Iran has partially blocked the flow of the Tigris and Euphrates River, on which Iraq depends. Climate change is contributing to rising temperatures and erratic rainfall, pushing fears of water shortages in Iraq to new levels. I mean, the Bible doesn't specifically say, what causes it. Right, David? It talks about the angels drying up the rivers. But it's Revelation 16:12. The sixth angel poured out his bowl on the great river Euphrates, and its waters was dried up to prepare the way for the kings from the north. And, there it's talking about where the armies from the north, come through, and you have the Battle of Megiddo or the Battle of Armageddon. Mount of Megiddo is in Israel, for those that don't know. And yes, it's a true place. Look it up. Do your research. The rivers are drying up. Absolutely, Keith. Absolutely. Things seem to be falling into place. So, keep your eyes open. Some people do not believe in biblical prophecy. Heavenly Father, I pray that you will touch Star's Prepper and heal her pain and sickness. In Jesus' holy name, I pray. Amen. That's right, Hoot. Thank you very much. And I know Stars will appreciate it. Jon Snow, the King of the North. Oh, that's Game of Thrones. Never mind. Right, Susanna? So, yesterday, I watched a video. It was put out by Anonymous on YouTube. And they were showing, and I'm giving them props because this is where I got this from, because I hadn't heard about it. I don't think so, David. But have y'all heard about the dead fish? Thousands of dead fish washing along the shores were spilled in Hampton Roads waters Tuesday morning and washing up on the shores of Chesapeake Bay. Thousands of dead fish washing up on U.S. beach, Staten Island, and New York. Thousands of dead fish wash up, causing horrific whatever. That's talking about Staten Island again. Hundreds of dead alewife, however you say that, fish wash up on Lake Michigan. Ulysses, Ohio, dead fish washing up on shore near Euclid waterfront. I mean, I've heard of, red tide killing fish. But to my knowledge, there hasn't been any red tide reported. Not saying they hadn't, I'm just saying I hadn't heard of any. Right, Keith? Birds falling from the air. So what could be causing this if it's not the red tide? You had all the symptoms, but they told you it was flu. Hey, Miss Hutch, how are you, hon? Good to see you. Global warming, laugh out loud. Well, from Google, this is what they say about Lake Michigan. Why does Lake Michigan have so many dead fish? Some of the fish are in a weakened state following the winter and struggle to adapt to changing environmental conditions, like large temperature swings, officials said. The combination of poor overwinter condition, temperature changes, and spawning stress caused the die-off, the DNR says. Sounds to me like they saying global warming. Am I right? Listening while you're at work. Oh, I hear you, Miss Hutch. Tiger's at work too. And kind of makes you go, about these fish. And I mean, I live close enough to rivers and creeks and about 2 hours away from the coast. 2 hours one way, 6 hours the other way. It's more like global Nancy hot air conditioning, right? Every time she opens her mouth. So, back to the topic that Keith brought up a while ago. Let me come in here to my settings. Turn my camera around. Okay, this is a map. Okay, this is the U.S. So you got reports of flooding, special marine warnings, flash floods, all kinds of stuff up there. Then the yellow exclamation marks are tropical systems out in the Atlantic. You have one southeast of Cuba. Then you have one coming off the coast of Africa, which could develop in 2 days. I've never learned how to use OBS. There have been many fish and birds who turned up dead in droves through the years in different places due to weather, man-made conditions, and chemicals, as well as other not-so-known reasons. Right? But, we all know that, sure, we've had, flooding and hurricanes in the past. The last couple of years, it really seems like, they're progressively getting worse. Look at Texas. They went through, months without rain, and now all of a sudden they're flooding. I think they tried fishing with them, Susanna, and the animals just gave themselves up. Oh, Lord. You never know, Susanna. Very well could have. You just wanted a piece of cake, Keith? Uh-oh. Because it's more advertised and people are paying attention, the weather is changing because of normal weather patterns. I agree, Susanna. Okay. Next map I'm going to share with y'all is U.S. drought. As y'all can see, some of it's up in the Northeast, some in South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida. But look at the Midwest and the West Coast. Absolutely, Miss Hutch. I'd like to have a piece of cake too. But y'all see this, right? Okay, so let's go to the next map, which is Wildfire Map. Look at that. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen so many wildfires, in 1 year. There's even some down in Georgia that I didn't even know about. Atlanta and west of Atlanta. Right, Keith? Fire. I don't. Lord. Might help to hit the right button, hadn't it? So, drought 9 times out of 10 leads, helps wildfires along. And I clicked out the wrong one. Oh, he could sure enough start a wildfire here. That's all I'm saying. I'm pulling this other map back up. Well, it's not a map, but USA deadly flash floods in Texas after 385 millimeters of rain in 24 hours. As much as 385 millimeters of rain fell in 24 hours in part of northern Texas, triggering flash floods across the Dallas-Fort Worth area, 21st to the 22nd of August of this year. True, Susanna. Absolutely. USA state of emergency declared after floods in West Virginia. The governor of West Virginia, USA, declared a state of emergency for 2 southern counties after floods from heavy rainfall on August 15, 2022. The city of Charleston recorded 112.8. 2 die in Las Vegas flash floods. Flash floods in Death Valley leave hundreds stranded. Emergency declared after 15 killed in Kentucky flash floods. Severe flash floods in Missouri after record rainfall. Rain on burn scar areas triggered deadly flooding in Colorado. Over 40 unaccounted for after flash floods in Virginia. Evacuation and rescues after recorded flooding in southern Montana, Yellowstone National Park. I mean, by no means am I a meteorologist. I am not a weather expert. Hey, KP. Absolutely. It really does. I told you we weren't as dry here as most of the state. Right, Susanna? Weather vane? No. I mean, Susanna, Tiger, and I were talking about it, a couple of days ago, and I shared the video from Anonymous with them yesterday, so not everybody watches Anonymous. So, it was things that I think are important, very important. And I don't know if y'all have noticed in the last couple of years, it doesn't have to be particularly tornado season or hurricane season for us to get those types of weather systems. Like I said, Monday, it was snowing in South Africa. How you doing, heathen? Oh, wow, David. Oh, I hear you, heathen. I hear you. I mean, I live in a region where we have tornadoes. Sometimes we have hurricanes, depending on how strong they are when they hit land. Usually 9 times out of 10, it's a tropical storm by the time it gets here, if it's Cat 1 or Cat 2 when they hit land. There's 2 anonymous channels. I didn't realize that. I think somebody had sent me the link to one of their videos, and that's how I started following them. Lurkers are okay in my book. There you go. There you go, Keith. I was thanking you, but I wasn't sure. Going to the farms this weekend for your canning stuff? Awesome. I'm still going to do homemade spaghetti sauce. Since it can be water bath. I'm not going to put any meat in it, though. Because I know you have to pressure can meat. I'm not doing pickles this weekend, Keith. Do spaghetti sauce and hey, Miss Denise, you like pescetti? So do I, Susanna. Going to get started on going through all my brother's stuff and clean up with my mom Saturday. Oh, that's gonna be hard, heathen. I know it will be. I'll be praying for you. You know, losing somebody, especially somebody close to you, really, really hurts. I can tell I'm used to being on a hour schedule. Going to take a couple of months to do so. He had a lot of stuff. Yeah, it took us a while to go through my mom's things as well. And that hurt. Oh, Lord, that hurt. Whew. And if y'all didn't catch Tigers Live last night, y'all should totally go check it out. It was awesome. She canned. She done ghee in the oven and fire cider vinegar. He has at least 8 vehicles, a shit ton of horror DVDs and games. Oh, wow. still going through your husband's dad's stuff and your father-in-law, his father-in-law's stuff? Oh, wow. Oh, it was good, Miss Denise. Yeah, you did, Keith. You went back to watch it. Good deal. I know those several people live last night. We had a good time, though. Four hours and I think 12 minutes. Also, Miss Denise. Yep, Keith and I had a date and he stood me up. Uh-oh, Tiger. My mother-in-law can't find titles for half his cars on and an RV. Uh-oh. Just tried to pick a fight with Hope. Hey. You know how that goes. Oh, Keith said he's sorry. My uncle is having a custom urn made for him. It's in the shape of his favorite car, his Maverick. Oh, that's sweet. Tiger says she would never hoot. And I did hear from my dad today. He's doing a lot better since he got his pain medication and his antibiotic. So CVS was also out of antibiotics, which is scary. I told them they should have took it to Walmart or another drugstore. Personally, I use Walmart. Thank you, heathen. Want some of this hoot? Huh? LOL. Put them up, Hoot. Put those wings up. Hoot might swipe me with the sharp talons, right? I agree, heathen. We really do need to have them made here. I completely agree, especially with Red Dragon shutting down factories and yeah. They shut down factories and Walmart's in big trouble. Because almost everything that they sell is from Dragon. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we need to move back to the United States. 45 was trying to make it happen. Yeah, he was. Absolutely. And y'all know he's suing those people that raided him, right? Yeah, so do I, Susanna. Hope's awesome. The problem is the one who makes it threatens America, and that's why America isn't controlling its own medicine. That country wants full control. Yeah. They want to become the quote unquote superpower. Right? But they're not the only ones that's wanting to become a superpower. You know, NK was petitioning to join the Bear UKR Walter Alpha Romeo. You was in top chat. Oh no, Keith. Please make sure y'all were in live chat. I don't want to miss comments. Was Susanna with you, Keith? They might enjoy that, David. You never know. Tiger says she was too. Uh-oh. They want to control the Asian countries at some point, but they could care less about the U.S. right now. Oh, Miss Denise was in top chat too. You was in live chat and noticed that they changed damn thing on you. That's the way it usually goes. Yeah, David telling all your secrets, Keith. A lot of prepper channels has been talking about a dark winter. Yeah, heathen. They were all in top chat. But yeah, you know, we all thought that that was going to be last year. But we never know. You know, you got the so-called red wave. But Keith, you're the one changing our live chat to top chat. They too busy with their propaganda and hoping people are scared of them. That's right. That's absolutely right. You know, I hate to tell them I ain't scared of very many people. As a matter of fact, the only person I'm scared of is God. With the way things are going, they will make it very hard to save us. That's true, heathen. It's absolutely true. We have to save ourselves because there ain't nobody else gonna save us. You know, a lot of prepper channels, as well as, you know, some within the community, has kind of backed away from, you know, prepping, you know, on their channels. I'm not saying they've quit prepping altogether. You know, they want to incorporate fun into it. And I understand having fun. I understand living your lives. You know, but we can also do it all. You know, talk about prepping, you know, have a good time and whatnot. They did nothing to Nancy when she was out there. Absolutely nothing. After all that talk, she even landed there. I agree. That's why they're pushing so hard for Walter Alpha Romeo. All right, Keith. To change things, we've got to be the change. That's right. That's absolutely true. CP has become more doom and gloom. I agree, heathen. There's a lot of them that's become that. And I mean, I still watch CP, but I pick and choose what his information that I watch. Willie, Andy, Ricky. The Democrats hoped it would be 45 and turn quick on Potato when he didn't want to push the trigger. They are trying to get other countries to do it. Absolutely, Susanna. Pinball had some good videos today. I ain't really been on YouTube very much today. Who said he's never watched CP? CP has some good info, don't get me wrong, but day in and day out, it is doom and gloom. And I mean, he has facts to back him up, but still. It's crazy to me. Hey, Fawn, how are you? It's crazy to me that he's in Canada, but he concentrates so much on the United States. I was on from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. yesterday. The last channel I watched was OTWP. I watched between Uber deliveries. Cool. How are you doing, Fawn? The 3-year-old's way too quiet in there. But he's in there with his papa, so I ain't sweating it. Just got out of the garden. Heck yeah, Fawn. Welcome back, Keith. So I'm going to put it to a vote. Would y'all rather see more stuff on prepping or more just sitting around shooting the shit? Susanna, I'm not going to lie. I was jumping for joy when I heard it. You don't think? Come on. Very well could be. Keith said both. Miss Denise said she enjoyed David's playing first thing this morning. Fawn said both all at the same time, right? Heathen said both. David was asleep when the premiere went live. I ain't even gonna lie, I was too. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all I have a new New idea for Evil Fairy. Hoot said both. Oh, wow, Keith, you been up since 4? Awesome, David. Susanna said, I don't think it's a distraction. I think he's hoping to get away with what he's doing, Simon. That's exactly it. Because we know if 45 goes back in, yeah, had to work. I understand that. Forgiving college debt to get young voters. That's true, Hoot. So, I'm going to ask y'all, what do y'all think will kick off shift? Economic, CW2, a natural disaster, a foreign entity, as in Walter Alpha Romeo, or what? David said the resignation. Keith said no clue anymore. We are already in it. I think so too, Hoop. I really do. I mean, you have them basically trying to starve us out. Heathen said a little bit of everything. I think so too. You have them trying to starve us out, them purposely flooding, purposely wildfires, purposely drought. You know, a very good friend of mine said earlier today, it seems like they're going after the farmland. They're going after the farmers. Interdimensional clone beings of Keith and David will start. We need code words to make sure it's Keith, the real Keith and David. They can control everything happening. They can control weather, and drought is just extreme heat, and heat is just weather. It's true. Hoot Owl will hoot when it happens. Keith said, Susanna, that would be cool. Heathen said, don't get me started on how the seeds are coming from the store. I agree. Definitely, if you could get your hands on good quality seeds, get them while you can. Do your research for what grows best in your area. Miss Denise said more Jabberwocky. It's true. I mean, now you You got kids getting the pops. And originally they were saying you get that the same way you get HIV or AIDS. If you want a serious answer on shift. Heathen. Here they are encouraging farming and gardening. This and other things are why I think they have plans for specific places all over the country. It's true, Susanna. Seriously, we are already. People are looking around like, what the fuck and why? That's true. That's absolutely true. Do you research on indigenous plants in your area? You can eat for medicinal purposes. Some herbs grow wild. Just be sure you don't get into the poison oak and poison ivy. Just saying. Nancy is just looking like, why? Because of me? She's partly responsible for it. Mississippi just got hit along the river area. Uh-oh. That's not good. And one thing we didn't touch on today was earthquakes. Indonesia just had a big one. It was above a 6. That's where several of the volcanoes is erupting. And Yellowstone seems to be having swarms every day. The New Madrid is having, earthquakes. I haven't seen anything above a 3, I think, in that area. Keith said he grows wild herbs. Right, Keith? Those are the good ones, right? Late at night when you're sleeping, poison ivy comes a creeping around. Right, Susanna? He then asked, I live along the Mississippi River. What happened? Oh, wow, Miss Denise. From flooding or what? Right, who? Check out MD Creekmore. I've heard that name. I need to find them and sub to them. If somebody can y'all shoot that link in the chat? You think Hope's cheating on Keith? Is it not cheating? Lord help. I believe it was Clark County. Check out JW channel just posted. KP, yes, he's a good one to follow. And another one that's good for weather is Ryan Hall, y'all. I know a lot of y'all follow him. So y'all, if you're not, make sure you are following him. He knows his stuff. I ain't even gonna lie. How the hell is it 8 o'clock and it's still 83 degrees? Thank you, Keith. Keith posted that link. Y'all make sure y'all sub up if y'all aren't already subbed. Um, if y'all are into prophecy and stuff like that, a good one to check out is Paul Bagley. He's a good one. I found him through David. Ryan is way better than professional weather people. Absolutely, KP. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I think y'all heard us touch on it. No, we wasn't in on YouTube. But the other day, Tiger and I was talking about back last year when there was a lot of tornadoes going on. I believe it was when they hit Kentucky and all. We were over on a certain creator's YouTube channel, and we were all in there, giving updates and stuff like that. And we were actually able to save a lady and her infant son's life. That's what this community is about, is helping each other. Right, David? Those darn meteorologists. Thank you for dropping that link, David. Flooding bad, assisted living houses hit, roads washed out. Oh, that's bad. Just got the notification for JW. Cool. Some of them are, you're right, but some of them are honestly caring people. Just north of Tupelo. Ow. But yeah. I mean, this world's been crazy for decades, that it's getting worse. Keith said he deleted a lot of channels. What in the world? Oh. Hoot, I haven't heard. Does anybody know if Kentucky's still flooding? Oh, speaking of those kind of plants, and I don't mean, flower plants or vegetable plants. That word right there in front of plant. Have y'all heard about the one over in, I can't remember if it's Bear or if it's in the UKR. It is now leaking radiation. It has been severely damaged. Kentucky hazard map. Hug stars. Love you, girl. Yeah, they're going to start Article 5. That's all there is to it. Yeah, Keith was asking where his stars prepper was. There's several in here asking about you. Oh, wow, heathen. Maybe someone will turn into the Incredible Hulk with all that radiation, right? Are you feeling any better, stars? Nato wants a Walter Alpha Romeo, and they're trying any way possible to get it. I agree, Keith. Happy Thursday, Japan peeps. Right? We don't discriminate. Everybody come in. It don't matter where you're from. I did eat just slow, but my fingers work. I'm glad, stars. I'm glad. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Or as some say, it are what it are. Ethan said it doesn't work. All that radiation only made his balls glow in the dark. Oh, my Lord. It's what it's. I'm going to do an hour and a half tonight, guys. Because I know usually on Wednesday, Angry goes live, so. Uh-oh. Susanna said, can we see KP? No, can't show it on panel because, yeah. Utah won't allow that. You're good, Heathen. You're good. I completely understand. And believe you me, we'll joke back with you. I don't even know what Susanna is asking. I'm just. Hey. Hey. Just paint some big crackers with that glow in the dark paint. It's true. Miss Denise said, I move for a vote of no confidence in potato regime. Absolutely. Heathen. No, she went to work tonight. So, yeah. Peeps need to pay attention to weather amounts of rain, not just that it's raining. That's right, Stars. I quoted you a time or two. It's not even a hot potato. Right? I third it. All in favor say aye. All that vote for a no confidence in potato head regime say aye. Vote for no confidence in potato head regime, David. And the ayes have it. We should start a petition. Y'all think that would work? They petition for everything else. If I went to a shrink after 15 minutes with me, they would need a shrink. I feel the same way about myself. I thought we were voting on something else. It wouldn't work on that website. Right? We're just fions to them, whether it's the left or the right. Can I get somebody to drop the Angry Preppers link in chat, please? Definitely. It would. Hey, Widow's Diary, how are you, hon? I think we're beneath feline. Yeah. It's good to see you, hon. Thank you, David. Oh, Susanna made you a snow cone with stars on it, Stars. And I'm here to tell y'all, if y'all have never watched Angry, he pulls no punches. He says exactly what he thinks, and he means what he says. I'm not even going to touch that one. I'm doing okay, Widow. Thanks for asking. Be careful, it's not a yellow snow cone. Keith said he wants the snow cone. David said he wants a 7-Eleven slushy. Susanna, snow cones are kosher. Miss Denise said she's with it. Snow cone comes with gummy bears coming up. My favorite is the blue slushy, but sometimes I mix them. I can't really do stuff like that. I don't do blueberry anything either, so. David did. The rare occasions that I did get slushies, it was always Coke slushies. But most of the carbonation's off on those here. Star said happy Wednesday to whoever she missed in chat. It's true. Amazon sells just about everything. You mix the slushies? Never mind. I'm not going to touch that one. Kmart had the best icy when Stars was a kid. You know, we didn't have a Kmart around here until I was an adult. And then you had to drive 30 minutes just to go to it. So needless to say, we didn't shop at Kmart very much. I was fixing to say Kmart. I'm serious, if we all go to our reps with petition for a vote of no confidence, it may actually be effective. That's definitely something to look into, Miss Denise. We don't, Keith. They closed ours. I've never heard of that one, David. Been a little busy, but I did catch some of Tiger's live. She was awesome. Absolutely, Widow. She was. We had a good old time over there last night. In between talking on panel and, you know, interacting with the chat, yeah. It's worth a try, absolutely. Icy and snow cone machine. Right, Stars. And a better value store, too. I've just kind of been chilling, Widow, since I come back from my dad's and trying to catch up on sleep. I don't, Miss Denise. I surely don't. But Widow, I've been catching up on stuff here at the house too, or trying to. You know how it is when you gone from your house for a day or two and you come home. That too, Keith. Maybe so, Susanna. I hope so. My nights are spent cover on, cover off, cover on, cover off. And I've got my air conditioner set on like 7. Oh, I understand, Widow. I completely understand. You know, life outside of YouTube comes first. What did I miss? Oh. Yeah, it would definitely require over 50% for sure. Right? Keith, I'll give you a bag of gummies. I like cuddles. Cuddles is good for the soul. He said, that works. Stars be the cashier, Susanna be the manager. I reckon that makes me the customer. Keith said he's a taste tester. Of the people by the people, I'd say we've got a hell of a good chance of success, all things considered. That's true. Right? That makes sure you're the vendor of peaches, Peach. This is true. Whatever happened to that candy nut goodies? I think we all nuts enough. And I mean that in a good way, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. Y'all know I love y'all. I will see y'all Friday night at 7 p.m. in the only time zone that matters, which is Eastern Standard Time. Y'all keep y'all's heads on a swivel. Make sure you practice OPSEC. And make sure you have situational awareness at all times. Love you guys.
It'll spider in there. It'll get ya. I'm not afraid of legacy. Catch our battle house on the hill. Why should I be afraid of a dumb old house? Because Amos Pike lives there.